From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, a wildfire has scorched the gardens surrounding parts of New Zealand's cemetery on the Gallipoli Peninsula. Turkish firefighters have the blaze under control amid fears it could have reached war graves at Anzac Cove. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade says there's some fire damage to the trees and shrubs at the No. 2 Outpost Cemetery and at the Anzac commemorative site where dawn service is held every year. They say the rest of the site is unaffected. The UN's urgently calling for a humanitarian pause on the war in Gaza for a vaccination response against polio. The Palestinian Health Ministry has recorded its first case in nearly 25 years. It comes as talks in Doha have been paused, with negotiators set to meet again in Cairo next week in search of an agreement to end fighting between Israel and Hamas. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says a polio pause is a must.
It is impossible to conduct a polio vaccination campaign with war raging all over.
China will monitor people and goods entering the country for Mpox for the next 6 months. It follows the World Health Organization declaring the outbreak a global public health emergency. Pakistan has confirmed the first case in Asia of a new variant, a day after Sweden reported the first case outside Africa. 5 people, including a 13-year-old, have been arrested after a petrol station was burgled in Tauranga. Police say a group arrived in 2 vehicles at the property on State Highway 2 at 9:45 last night. They allegedly smashed the night service window and stole a small amount of cash while setting off fog cannons. 4 teens aged 13 to 16 and a 23-year-old man were then arrested. The 23-year-old will appear in court today. Taylor Swift has kicked off her final London shows with a big surprise. Ed Sheeran joined her on stage for a couple of songs.
Everything has changed. That's what was missing, right, Wembley? Everybody say hi to Ed Sheeran.
That's news. In sport, a fond farewell for Shaun Johnson will motivate the Warriors ahead of their final home game of the season. The Warriors are out of playoff contention following a 24-10 loss to Manly in Sydney. Coach Andrew Webster says they want to finish the season strongly, especially for Johnson's sake.
If we want to really do the best thing for Shaun this week, then we're going to have to make sure that we prepare properly. I think the fans are going to make it about Shaun, which will be the best thing. And they'll really celebrate him, and if we get a win, then we can celebrate that after.
Manchester United have gone top of the English Premier League thanks to a 1-0 win over Fulham at Old Trafford. The All Blacks are ready to pick themselves back up off the canvas tonight at Eden Park as they rematch with an Argentina side wanting back-to-back wins. A week on from the Sky Stadium shocker, forwards coach Jason Ryan believes they've signed off their preparations in a good place. That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.